Hi Virgos, I'm here to do your reading. We're going to go ahead and jump right into it, okay? I do feel some self-sabotaging energy. I feel like you guys are just trying to roll with the punches. Like, I feel like you guys are, like, in case you couldn't hear me because of the shuffling here, let me turn this thing on. Because of the energy, like, I feel like you guys are just kind of rolling with the punches right now. You guys are just trying to, like, keep your head above water. You guys might have been illuminated to something. I keep seeing an image of a light here. So we have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. We have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. I feel like you guys are in the process of mending a situation, but I'm not quite sure if you're 100% content in it, and I'm not sure why I feel that way. I feel like if you are in a relationship or if you are in a situationship, I feel like you're trying to mend something, but it's not making you, like, you're not fulfilled at whatever it is. There's something missing. Like, you have romantic feelings for somebody, but, like, you're not quite sure of, like, is it it? Is this it? It's, like, that type of an energy where it's, like, there's a question behind it, where it's, like, is this it? There's, like, a hesitation there. Some type of a hesitation. This is also the second time that I've tried to do your reading, Virgo, and your energy is extremely, for me to sit in it, it's very complex. Like, especially the last two times I've tried to do your reading. So I'm not quite sure what you guys are going through in the moment, but it's like you guys are kind of trying to protect your energy. Like, you guys are so, like, I almost want to say camouflaged. Like, you guys are kind of camouflaged right now, but you're camouflaged within your own energy, and I'm not quite sure how else to explain it. So you could be in a relationship or a friendship or a family situation where something reminds you a lot of something that you experienced within your own family or in your childhood. It's meant to trigger you because it's meant to obviously help you heal old wounds. Yeah, it's meant to, the emotional wounds that you have or that someone has in relation to their childhood or their family, their relationship that they're currently in could resemble a lot of what they went through. And it's meant to trigger because it's meant to heal. I know I just kind of reiterated that, but I think that's it must be an important message. We also have pay attention to the red flags. So the signs are cautioning you. So you have reconciliation at the bottom of the deck here. This is very interesting to me because you could be at a distance from somebody, and the reason for the distance was because of the healing that needed to take place, and you've been seeing synchronicities and signs kind of hinting back at this person, even though it might have been a prolonged period of time, but there's unresolved feelings. So that might be why you're seeing the synchronicities and stuff. Um, there was something that had to be healed from the childhood in order for something to move forward. Because this goes back to what I said before, where there's something that resembles like somebody might remind somebody of their mom or their grandmother or their aunt, and like it triggers a dynamic that they haven't healed yet from their own family wounds or their own family trauma or their own family life. It triggers something, or somebody has been caring for a home situation where they should be somewhere else in their life. Like this person there could have been a situation where somebody's family relied on them a lot, so they stayed around to like help their parents or their siblings or their aunts, or maybe cared for an elderly family member or cared for younger children when it wasn't technically for them. Like they chose to stay because they have a loyalty. They chose to stay because their family, like, obviously means a lot to them. So they chose to stay in a situation and help their family when they could have had the opportunity to do other things. I apologize if I say a lot. It's the morning time here, so I'm not completely awake just yet. Bear with me. You guys might have actually noticed, this is being brought back to my attention, is the times that I've been waking up in the morning. You guys might be going through a time period like that, because I know that the times just changed and did their thing like they do all the time. My brain is just not it's just not working right now when it comes to logically. What is that, daylight savings time? Okay. All right. Woo. Okay. This is my first coffee too, so again, not fully awake. But you guys could have noticed a change in your sleep patterns. You guys could be waking up at different times. Some of you guys might be sleeping in a little bit more. Others of you might be sleeping a lot less, and you guys have like a lot of energy like surging through you, but you know that it's like you just can't place it quite yet, where it's like you have this energy and you feel it coming, but you're just like, okay, I'm not sure where to direct it yet. You guys might have been in a period of time where you guys were like in I don't want to say seclusion, but I said isolation. I guess you guys could have been socially isolated, but I feel like you guys have really been taking time for your personal self, taking time for fixing. I'm hearing mindsets. Could have been working on patterns of thought. Could have been studying something new. Could have been reading books. Escaping in a mental avenue instead of in a physical avenue. I really hope that lands for somebody. Like, could have been doing like a lot of reading, a lot of research, maybe reading up on different philosophies, things that escape in your mind, nonfiction books, novels. You could have been writing a lot and escaping that way. Like, there's some type of a mental escape that has been taking place for one or other parties. So you've been seeing synchronicities here about a person, and I feel like it's confusing to you because you're like, should I let this person go? Are the signs to let this person go, or are the signs to move towards this person. Like, you can't decipher. Could have to do with talking. Excuse me. I just felt like I just choked on my own tongue. Some of you guys might be back and forth between communication where you don't know if you should reach out to a person or if the synchronicities are directing you to reach out towards somebody, or if they're directing the other person to reach out to you. I hope that makes sense. There's some type of synchronicity that's going on that grabs your attention, but it's not here yet. But with express your love here, it's kind of like, go ahead and make the romantic gesture. So they're saying to, like, there's energy here to reach out, but somebody's letting something interfere a little bit, and it could have to do with the family dynamic. They want to reach out, they want to express, but there's something going on in the home life, or there's something going on in their environment, or it's something with kids. There's something that this person might feel like they have to heal something before they can, like, express something. They might feel like they have to heal something with the parents, or with the grandmothers or the grandfathers or the aunt, the uncle, the brother, the sister. They feel like they have to heal and mend some type of a relationship before they feel like they can open up. It might be correlated in some subconscious way. I also feel like this is a time for this is a time for resiliency too, because if you're the person healing the family issues here, there's some type of a resiliency that's necessary in order for you to get through the situation, where, like, the goal and, like, what your lesson has to do is, like, perseverance. So it's to keep pushing forward, to keep moving, keep doing, like, even though you get knocked down, like, you're supposed to get back up every time. There's also a healing that could take place within the family, that helps you unlock, like, your throat chakra, where it's like you learn and you heal some type of a relationship in your own family, and then that is like a catalyst internally for you to open up and then reach out or communicate with somebody, or to just fully express yourself and your love. There's something that's being presented to you, but I'm not quite sure if anybody sees it yet. I feel like somebody wants to communicate to another person. Could be you or the other person that you're dealing with, if you're dealing with another person. But the energy for moving forward in communication is like present, but not obvious. And I'm not quite sure what that means. I see a situation on the board where somebody feels like they're repeating a family cycle, so they have to learn how to forgive their own parent who did the cycle to them for them to forgive themselves about the cycle that they continued. It's something like that. Like, I see a situation on the board where, for example, like the example that I am seeing is if somebody had a parent who had to, for whatever reason, they had to step out and be removed from the child's life. The same situation is like repeating over again with like your child or the person that you're dealing with's child, where there's a parent that has to be like, for whatever reason, I'm not quite sure, obviously, because this is a general reading, but it's like for whatever reason there's a parent that has to, it's like they're not there for whatever reason, and they feel like they are repeating a cycle because of that. So they have to learn how to forgive their own parent who did that to them, because they feel guilty within themselves for doing that to their child, or doing that to, you guys get what I mean? I hope you guys get what I mean. There's like a pattern here, and I'm not saying that that's what happens. I'm saying that somebody feels like because that happened with their child, they feel like they've repeated a cycle within their own family, because that's what happened with their parents, where one of their parents was not present in their life, and they feel like they're doing the same thing to their own kid. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, moving forward. I feel like somebody's returning from the past. Big time. I don't think that you see it quite yet. I don't think that it's aware to you. But there's somebody here who wants to express emotion or wants to express how they feel. But it's just not here yet, because there's a reconciliation that's possible. The energy is here for it. And I feel like in some way, shape, or form it is being divinely guided. But I also, I feel like somebody's been having dreams about this too. Like they've been dreaming about this happening for a significant amount of time now, and this person might have started to maybe lose a little bit of hope towards it happening. But I feel like there's some type of a significance with dreams. Like somebody's been dreaming about this coming together, or dreaming about a reconciliation, or that's what they really want, or like their dream is to have a reconciliation. It's something like that here, where like there's such a desire for the reconciliation. And all the synchronicities and stuff are making it kind of worse, because it gives you anxiety. But don't let the anxiety like overpower your ability to live in the present moment, because you have to keep moving forward and not let anxiety like take control of your life just because you feel somebody's energy coming back around you. Like you can't, like, don't bow into that. Like don't get caught up in that, because you got to move forward and not stay in a pattern. You can't stay in a cycle and just hold on to somebody and be like, okay, if I just stay right here, they're going to find me. Like, no, they're not. You have to keep moving. You have to keep doing what you're doing. You have to keep putting yourself first, loving yourself, and taking care of what your needs are. what your desires are, what your passions are. And if this person comes around, then they come around. But if not, then screw them, right? But it's like you can't allow somebody to have that much power over you because of how you feel about them. Because true, again, I'm going to say this again, I've said this for a couple readings now, love should be like breathing, and it shouldn't be painful, it shouldn't hurt, it shouldn't be this hard thing. Like, it should be easy, it should flow, there should be synergy, and you should be able to be yourself 100%, not have to filter, not have to, you know what I mean? Like, you should be able to be yourself and to be present in the moment and not feel so wrapped up and so I'm gonna say it, but codependent on another energy. So don't become codependent just because you feel this person, because I feel like there might be some type of a soft spot for whoever this person is. There's some type of an emotional pull for whoever this is, and when that person, when you feel their energy, it's like you can't even freaking focus on your day. You can't even like get yourself out of your own head because you're just like, why am I thinking about this person so much? And this can even be tied into karma. Like it can be someone's karma to feel all of that stuff and have to do something about it. But like, again, I deliver the messages here. I'm not super educated in karma and exactly how that works. There are tons of other YouTube readers who do really go in depth with that kind of stuff. So until I learn about it the proper way and know what I'm talking about, I'm going to choose not to dive into that a little bit. Just because I'm not quite sure as to like whose karma it would be to feel that way, to feel like it's like this expression, it's some type of an expression of emotion, like somebody has a lot of difficulty expressing, and a lot of what they have to go through has to do with perseverance and the ability to keep going. But oh my gosh, my throat. Yeah, there was something else I was going to say, but it'll come back to me. So somebody might feel like something's within reach, something's within grasping distance, and then we have the Hierophant. So we have Taurus energy here. Big earth energy. Something is very spiritual, something's very playful. There's somebody who's extremely wise. Tower moment. You could be dealing with a Taurus who's going to be bringing the tower towards you, or this can be spirit bringing the tower towards you, where it's like you're going to have some type of an insight here, or you're going to get some type of communication, or you're going to get some type of unblocking of communication. Okay. There's something that's being divinely orchestrated. I feel like somebody's using visualization techniques to bring somebody in, or they're just thinking about this person a lot. But they're working towards something in the process of it. Yeah, there's the Queen of Pentacles. So this person is, I think, moving towards the Queen of Pentacles here, or the Queen of Pentacles is moving towards some type of stability and independence. But I feel like it's, I'm not quite sure if it's that though, because I feel like this Taurus energy is moving towards this Queen of Pentacles energy, and I feel like it's going to come out of nowhere. And whatever it is being, I feel like it's being guided by spirit. The divine. Like, I literally don't even think that anybody has any type of power over this. I mean, of course you don't, because it's obviously everything's guided by spirit, everything's divine, right? I mean, we have free will and everything, but something is here that's, like, making sure that something takes place. There's a very strong presence of guides here. Somebody has very strong guides. Somebody could be going through a little bit of financial issues, a little bit of financial issues, a little bit of holding on to past energies, trying to control a situation. It could be with the Queen of Pentacles, where this could be your energy, where it's like you feel something coming, so you're trying to, like, control it a little bit, and you're starting to get, like, really, really excited because you're like, oh, I feel this energy coming towards me. I need to do this, this, and this. And it's like, whoa, 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 no, 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 keep doing, no, 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 act like you don't even know. like, get this off your mind. Keep doing what you're supposed to be doing. Go back to school, read a book, do something for you. Don't focus on this energy. Yeah, I feel like there's a new opportunity that's coming out on, somebody could be in Taurus, Aries energy, but there's some type of a new opportunity that somebody's excited to go on. They could be traveling towards something. They could be working towards travel. They could have just gotten their independence back. They could have, now be careful, because somebody could have just gotten out of a relationship. So there needs to be proper healing time here. We have the Six of Cups. There's something coming back from the past that is, like, divinely orchestrated. And I feel like this Fool energy has been enamored with another individual for a prolonged period of time. Like, I feel like somebody's been watching somebody for a long time. Something about purple, too. Could be dealing with somebody born in February. February birthstone. Amethyst stone. There's also July. Ruby. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this is an investment. Somebody's coming back from, something is coming back from the past. It's some type of an opportunity that's coming back around the corner. Yeah, there's some type of new opportunity that somebody's been working towards with the help of just spirituality and being in touch and getting on their path and really refocusing in on their morals and what they believe in. And somebody has done a lot of research and studying and soul work on themselves. Like, somebody is, like, on top of the world with how they feel. They've gone through a lot of healing and a lot of transformation. I feel like somebody's going to take an opportunity towards the past. There's an investment that's, it's been made, like, in the past. Like, there's been seeds that have been planted in the past. And it's like somebody's, I don't want to say somebody's seducing another person, but their energy is very seductive. And, that it's like that purple energy, it's like seductive to somebody, and they're like, ooh, too many cards, way too many cards. I was like 6 cards that flipped over. That's funny. Yeah, so again, you could be frustrated frustrated at it's almost kind of like a fish out of water. It's like it's slipping out of your hands. Like, it's that type of an energy where it's like, just be careful. I'm just seeing like a fishing line. And then like somebody wrestling the fish to like reel it in. Yeah, with the strength card here, it's kind of funny. Somebody's been holding on to the... Somebody's been holding on to the opportunity for a long time. Yeah, Two of Cups. There's an emotional connection here. There's an emotional connection with somebody from the past that is very divine. There's a lot of independence, a lot of self-respect, a lot of mutual respect, a lot of love. This person, I don't think they've ever really expressed anything before, because I feel like somebody's been reluctant to express in the past because of all the things that they've had to go through. Yeah, there's some new opportunity that somebody's moving towards. They've been confused about where to go, what to choose, what to pick. Somebody could have been waiting a long time for this to come in. They've been waiting for the opportunity. They've been waiting. I'm hearing somebody's been waiting in the shadows to invest. I'm not quite sure what that means. It's like somebody's been lurking and waiting. And now that they have finally gotten themselves, it seems to be in the energy of moving forward towards gaining independence and gaining self-love. I feel like this person had to learn how to love themselves enough to say that they deserve something, because maybe in the past they thought that you were too good for them, or vice versa. There's some type of an energy where somebody didn't feel deserving of it. I'm hearing that you saw somebody at their worst and that you still were just as compassionate with them. And there was a similar message that came out, I think, in an air sign reading that I did, where there was this energy of, yeah, there's that Three of Wands wanting to come back out. There's an energy that feels like you were so compassionate, or somebody was so compassionate with another person when they were going through like their worst times. And they didn't realize like what was right in front of them, because they were so caught up with what they were going through that they didn't even realize that you saw the beauty in them anyway. Like you saw that beauty in them when nobody else did. Maybe not nobody else did, but like people didn't give them a chance or didn't trust them, or it was like all these little things where this person might be like an outcast in a way, or I don't want to say a deviant to society, but like not in a negative way, in a very very attractive way, like a very attractive deviant to society, where it's like they're just a rebel, like a rebel without a cause. Somebody's been waiting for this. I feel like it's some type of a message. Yeah, we have the Nine of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. This is also movement to me. So somebody's moving towards wish fulfillment, but somebody's got to have strength here, because there's some type of an investment that somebody's working on already. So I feel like somebody is pursuing it and they're moving towards it. And because they're moving towards what their wish fulfillment is, and because they're holding on and having strength here, just be careful that you don't have control issues when it comes to how this takes place, because I mean, in all actual honesty, like you don't have control over this at all, because like Spirit does, and this Tower is going to come in when you least expect it. So try to let go of some of that control or need to know everything about what's going on, because what you're doing, like you're still coming in as the Queen of Pentacles energy, but it's like you want to, don't pay too much attention to the red flags. Like acknowledge the synchronicities, but don't let them take over your life. Like don't let them just be the main focus of what it is that you're working on. You know, because it's easy to get caught up in all the synchronicities, and I'm getting hot, like a heat flash right now. It's easy to get distracted by all of the signs and synchronicities, but don't lose sight of where you're going. Don't lose sight of what your goals are. Because I feel like you went through a pretty big lesson in the past of needing to recognize when you became lost within another person. So you could have been through a series of relationships where you're like, why do I feel like I keep losing myself? Why do I feel like I can't like focus on myself? And like I feel like I just lose sight of like who I am in this relationship because you're so focused on the other person. Like that's been a lesson for you to learn, is how to maintain being yourself in order to function and just be yourself. Like you had to learn that lesson. And because you had to learn that lesson, it brought something really positive. Because it's knowing your worth. It's mastering codependent energy. It's self-reliance. It's self-comfort. It's the ability to maintain yourself and to not get caught up in someone else. And to know what you deserve. We have the Judgment card. So there's some type of you're gonna have a choice to make. There's gonna be a judgment call on this where you're gonna have to decide something. Whew, with the Devil. Be careful. Watch the energy. Make sure that this doesn't become like possessive. Or what's the other word I'm looking for here? It's like somebody's going to come back around, and there's a tendency for toxic energy here. There's a tendency for, I also feel really sexual energy. So there's enticing energy. It's energy that pulls you in. It's energy that is magnetic and hypnotic. And all I'm saying is just be careful and don't lose sight of what you're doing, because the Devil falling on your side means that you might have a weakness for this person. And I don't mean a weakness in a bad way. I mean like a weakness is in like, you see this person and you just completely like, I don't know, like, you just have like a total meltdown. Like you, like see, like say for example, you go out and you run into this person all of a sudden and it's like, you can't even talk. Like, like you just see this person and it's like all of a sudden you're frozen in time and you're like, your heart's just pounding out of your chest and you're like, I don't even know how to communicate. I don't even know how to verbally speak. I don't have any vocabulary. I don't have words. I don't know who I am anymore. What day is it? It's some type of an energy like that. You could also be pursuing a business adventure, where you are pursuing some type of self-employment, some type of entrepreneurial avenue. And if that's the case, you're going to be pretty successful. Just be careful, because you might feel a little bit tight on money right now. But that's okay, though, because there's wish fulfillment coming in. You just have to hold on and have strength and get through the situation, and just be money conscious. So, you know, make sure that you're putting money away in your savings. And I know that the holidays are coming up, so, you know, budget yourself and just make sure that you're putting things in the right place. Because you've been waiting on this opportunity to come in, and it is. But I also feel like you're also going to get a soulmate connection in the process. So it's like a double whammy. Because I feel work and I feel love. So you're going to have to make a judgment call, because the person that you're dealing with could have been very toxic in the past and could have been somebody who hurt you or ghosted you, or, you know, just kind of like did you wrong. And yeah, you felt like you had to walk away from a situation because you weren't emotionally fulfilled, and you felt really sad about it because you're like, I had to walk away. But see, the thing is that the both of you chose to walk away from each other, I think, because it's like, this is a contemplation card. So it's like you knew that there could have been emotional fulfillment, but you recognized that it wasn't present. So you walked away without fighting, you know, without being like, where'd you go? Why aren't you talking to me? Why'd you ghost me? Why didn't you answer my text message? Why didn't you answer my phone call? Why haven't you written me back? Like, you're not doing that. You never did. And I think it kind of threw this person for a loop, and they're like, why isn't she reaching out to me? Or why isn't he reaching out to me? Why aren't they reaching out? I haven't, like they tried to play their game in the past and it didn't work. And you just kind of moved on you effortlessly moved on. And you moved towards something that did bring you emotional fulfillment. You chose to walk away because you knew that there wasn't going to be any at that current moment in time. But there's going to be a judgment call where it's like, you're going to be presented with this situation again. And it's like, you want to give somebody your emotion, you want to give somebody this connection, but it's like, are you going to do it? Is this person worth it? Is this person going to reciprocate? Is this person going to treat me right? Is this person going to respect me? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles, so you might do it. Is something grounded, something stable, or that's what you want. Is something grounded and something, yeah, Two of Pentacles here. This is somebody who you look at as being, like, this is my mirror card. So this is somebody who you look at and you see a lot of the same. Even though you guys are polar opposites, you guys are a lot like each other. So I feel like somebody's going to make some type of an offer, some type of an emotional outreach. You're going to be a little bit hesitant though. You're going to be like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, shouldn't I? But yeah, you're going to passionately move towards something. There's some type of passion that gets ignited, and it's like there's movement forward. And we have the Hermit on the bottom of the deck with the Two of Wands. So you might be a little bit reluctant to make a decision right now. You might be a little bit guarded. You might not know exactly what it is that you want, but you're soul searching and you've been illuminated to something. So there's some type of an illumination that's going on, or you're going to get direct insight about something. And at the top of the deck, yeah, there's some illusionary energy. We have the Eight of Swords here, so try not to hold yourself back from situations. Yeah, there's anxiety too. There's a lot of anxiety here. Yeah, because something's not revealed yet. So you guys are sitting in this energy, or this is what you're going to be feeling, and it's like, when is this going to be revealed? When am I going to see it? When blah, 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 blah. When is this going to come forward? Chill out. Do your thing. Keep living your life. Don't stop living your life just because you pick up on this energy, or just because you watch this read, or just because something resonates with you. Like, keep doing what you do, because you being you is what's going to draw in what's meant for you. You see what I mean? So don't lose sight of that. Yeah, because you have anxiety about if this person's going to come forward. But see, there's a lot of emotion here. There's a ton of emotion here. Somebody's watching. Yeah, somebody's watching. They're paying attention, believe me. You probably see them on your social media. You probably see this person like looking at your stuff, and you're like, oh my gosh, they haven't opened my story in so long, or they haven't ever liked my photos. They haven't been talking to me in X amount of months. Well, just hang on. Be patient, and don't lose sight of who you are. But that's what I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you for your likes, shares, and subscribes. It really means the world to me. I wish you guys the best, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.